I'm about to make a really bold statement. These are the best summer motorcycle gloves I have ever owned. And it pains me to say that because I've always been an Alpine Stars fan. So the fact that these Klim Induction gloves are that good, I just wasn't expecting it. So let me go over some of the features of the gloves and I'll kind of tell you my experience with them. So first off, there's not many colorways available. I've got the gray ones. They make them in black. I think there's a black hide viz and then there's like a brown or a tan one. Probably the feature you notice first, carbon fiber knuckle protectors on there. That is true carbon fiber. They look awesome. Good breathability throughout the glove. Like I mentioned, I think I mentioned they're made out of goat skin. If we flip over and take a look at the palm, we've got a Kevlar reinforcement there on the palm. That way, if you do slide, that ought to hold up pretty well. Staying on the palm of the glove, you can see we've got a Velcro piece on here to help cinch that down and get it fit. More on that in a moment. And then if we look at the index finger and thumb, these are touchscreen enabled. So if you want to mess with your cell phone, you don't have to take your glove off, which is kind of a nice feature. I know a lot of manufacturers are doing that now. Flip it back over. You've got good ventilation in the fingers. You've got mesh back here. Two things I really like. First off, this isn't a long gauntlet glove. It's also not waterproof. If you're looking for something waterproof, I would personally suggest carrying two gloves, the waterproof one, because I don't care what they say, they never breathe very well. And on a hot summer day, your hands are gonna sweat. So I like having a summer glove and a waterproof glove. Trying to find one to do the same, they're not very good at either. So if it was a long gauntlet glove, this would be even better, but they put this loop on here and it's a big fat loop to help pull it onto your hand. Now I mentioned this Velcro piece. And what's cool about that is you really only have to set it once because then you just zip it. Just zip it on. And this is a locking zipper. Now, I will tell you this just from personal experience, don't leave it flipped down like that. Leave it flipped up. That will lock it in place and it fits like a glove. The first thing I noticed when I put these on though is how comfortable they were. And the reason for that, external stitching. So you don't have the stitching rubbing up against your fingers, side of your hand, any of that. And that's one of the big changes. This is the newest model. They made one of these before. It did not have external stitching. So if you've had the induction gloves and you're like, I don't know what he's ranting and raving about, like, yeah, they're okay. Try out the new ones because this external stitching is awesome. Now, there is a difference between the right-hand glove and the left-hand glove. Now, most of it's the same, but one thing Klim did here, which I did find useful, so zip that on, is on the index finger, you've got a wiper. That can be used for a couple of things. One, if you get mist, somebody turns on their windshield washers in front of you, right across your shield of your helmet. Or I actually also found it kind of useful. You get a bug that kind of smashes up against it. You can usually, in most cases, get that bug kind of torn off without it smearing if you just take your finger. Once again, index finger and thumb of the glove does have touchscreen capability, which is nice. So my experiences with the gloves. Well, first off, if there is going to be a negative, they're not cheap. They're $130, retail anyway. So that would be the big downside. A lot of the gloves I've run in the past have had more mesh in them and they've been cheaper. They've been like $60, $70, something like that. So these are about twice as much as a lot of the summer gloves I've run in the past. Again, if you're looking for something waterproof, this is not for you. But if you're looking for something comfortable that holds up well, I've got about 5,000 miles on these. I just took them cross country. I didn't even break them in before I took them. And they kind of come broken in. Like, they're so comfortable. My sister liked them so much. Now, granted, these are too large for her. She wants to get a pair now. She was like, I've never put on a summer glove, that's this comfortable for that price point. You throw on a pair of race gloves or whatever, they're usually a little bit thicker. I mean, you can obviously spend more money if you want, but for a good like summer touring glove or even semi-sport riding, these are pretty nice. Breathability is excellent, even for a glove with so much leather on it. The perforation they have here, and then also, this mesh in the back, got plenty of airflow. Hands were never sweating in these gloves, despite the fact that, there were days where we were riding in nearly 100-degree temperatures all day long. A lot of good airflow. They've got some good padding built into the thumb here. They've got some good padding built into the fingers on the backside should you slide. I'm impressed by them. I would buy another pair of them. I hope they don't really change up the design. I'm not real sure there's much you could improve other than maybe putting a little bit more reflective material on it, maybe coming out with some different colorways. Klim's not really known for coming out with like real splashy colors, but I don't really care. I like the way they look, just kind of plain like this, and the fact that they're just so comfortable. So, you know, and once again, just that pull on there, you know, a lot of them, you're kind of shimmying your hand down on. The fact that the zipper comes up so far that you can just slide your hand in and out very easily and then kind of lock the glove into place and you're good to go. So, like I said, I've always been an Alpine Stars guy, but if you're looking for, in my opinion, the best summer glove I have found to date, check out the Klim gloves. I mean, these things are great. Now, I've also ran them down. There were some mornings where it was in the 40s. Still wore these gloves. I did have to kick on the heated grips a little bit. And my bike also has the hand protectors or hand guards on them, which helps with the wind flow a little. But good job, Klim. These inductions are pretty awesome. So anyway, I hope you guys learned a little bit of something from today's video, or at least my thoughts on these gloves. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, considering that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. If you have any questions about these gloves, maybe something I didn't go over, or you just like a little bit more detail on something, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. As always, talk to you again soon.